Imran Khan's position on Afghanistan to interfere said that Pakistan tries to convince Taliban to give part, or there should be an inclusive government in Afghanistan, that all tribes and all ethnic groups in Afghanistan should be involved in it. This is not the first time, and I know that it will not be the last time. But since decades, Pakistan is following the strategic depth in Afghanistan, and they want that Afghanistan or Kabul regime should take order from Islamabad, and the friends and foes of Islamabad should be the friends and foes of Kabul. And since decades they are doing it in that, and they're trying that whatever regime in Afghanistan comes to power, they have to be under control of Islamabad. And as the Taliban regime is now in power in Kabul, they have a huge leverage on it. As some of the Pakistani intelligence said, and the Pakistani politicians said, that most of the Taliban leaders, they have assets in Pakistan, and they have their kids are going to schools or universities, colleges in Pakistan, and even they use the Pakistani ports and the Pakistani passports to travel abroad, whatever. And therefore, they are in a position to leverage the Afghan-led or Taliban-led regime in Kabul. And I hope that should change, because the Taliban should follow the pragmatic diplomacy. That's not be not only aligned with Pakistan or with Islamabad, but rather it should be in cooperation with regional countries and abroad. And therefore, they have to take measures that to get Afghanistan out of the sphere of Islamabad. And the way that the Islamabad said, or Imran Khan has said, that they are trying to support the inclusive government based on ethnicity and based on a tribal division, that will not work, because in the past we had this, and it was like a corporation, so it didn't work because the government was divided based on ethnicity, and those who were in close contact with the leaders of this ethnic groups, and they got the power, or they got the posts, and they were bound to the specific measures with specific wills of that group, not to the will of the Afghan people. So I think, or my hope is that the next government or the Taliban should rethink their policy, and they have to bring a government in place that not to be divided based on ethnicity, rather on professionalism, and the government which express the will and express the wish of the Afghan people, and should be supportive and cooperative, and this should reflect the wills and wishes of the Afghan people, and meantime reflect the will and wishes of the international community. Otherwise, the Afghan government or Taliban-led government would be isolated like 1996, and it will not work. And therefore, I call upon the Taliban-led government in Afghanistan to rethink their policies, the regional policies, their governmental policies, and their diplomatic policies. They have to have a pragmatic diplomacy and to have a good relation with all of the countries around the globe. Not only should not be bound to the Pakistani foreign policy. And we have to think again that the strategic depth which Pakistan's deep state follows for years, for decades, is not workable anymore, because Pakistan is not in a position financially, politically, and strategically to push any government in Kabul to be under control of Pakistan. And therefore, there should be a new thinking for the region, a new policy should be accomplished through the military establishment of Pakistan to change a strategic depth to a cooperation and collaboration. That will work, otherwise it will not work. And therefore, I call on Imran Khan to get rid of what he says and not